Catwoman versus Blue Beetle here. Deoxys versus Rewind. Two of the young guys in the scene that are really up and coming have been dominant here on War of the Gods. This is going to be a battle.
Yes, it is. And I'm excited to see this because both of these guys, I love watching both of these guys. And Deoxys, has really stepped up since the last time we saw him in the top 8. Playing the matchups that he's been in very, very well. Rewind trying to push him to the corner, gets him with the low whip trip. Tries to catch him with the low there, and a nice down 2. The only thing Rewind could have done in that situation was do the cat stance, which also would have been interrupted.
A great start using those huge normals. You mentioned that down one being so destructive here for traded up Blue Beetle. The 4-2, they're down 2, the back 2s, they're all huge. That's what she said.
All right, Deoxys dashes in, Rewind dashes in himself, tries to get him with a load, tries to burn the trait. And a walk back from Rewind, just baiting any sort of button that Deoxys wants to overextend with.
I like the game that Deoxys is playing. Standing back.
Oh!
Letting Rewind hang himself. Pushing to get a full punish there. Down one cancel into the safety. Really smart stuff to get the Deoxys. Coming in with the overhead.
Oh, and didn't get that final conversion. And we saw that combo earlier when he had him right in front of the final wish too. It looked like Deoxys was going for a 1-1-1 background bounce, but wasn't in the range, and maybe possibly there too. It's really tricky sometimes to pay attention to those alerts under the health bars. Oh, and meter burn back 3 out. Rewind trying to get him with the low whip.
Yeah, this stage can cause a lot of interesting things to happen when you have two characters with huge advancing special moves. It's sometimes hard for the spotlight to catch up to you. And you saw there when he actually punished the cat dash that they were still in the dark when he did his stand 1, and it could really mess you up sometimes.
Nice anti-air there with the down 2.
Can we see a background bounce? Come on, baby. Dang it!
Yeah, we don't get the stage very often. And we got Paulo in the chat. We need to see it.
I'm stealing this fight.
It's totally not cool.
Rewind is sitting on 5 cat scratches right now. At any time, those plus frames could come out. But he has no meter. Oh, and catches the backdash with the jump in too. Gonna push him to the corner. Hard knockdown. Gets hit with the ticking time bomb on the car. Rewind getting some pressure. Builds a bar, still has those 5 cat scratches at his disposal.
Good strike by Deoxys there on the stagger. There's be some big old damage in the corner. Gets the wager, smart stuff to keep the lead.
Let's keep playing.
Beautifully used the jump. Boy, that's nice, going to close it out. That's a tight combo there after the projectile to get the 4-2-3. But Deoxys has those. Whee! Oh, cutting it too early on the win post. Come on, guys.
Yo, we almost saw an appearance from Wound Cowboy there. Almost. Down in losers right now, we have Dragon and Revit, Tigers and Emperor Combat, Tweety and Gurr. Gurr's still in this thing, by the way. Tweety and Gurr, and then Silver Eye, Drake from State Farm, and Scar.
Drake from State Farm still in this. What a guy. From sitting on top of the building to playing War of the Gods here. I actually hope that we get him back on stream. What a wonderful meme that is.
Ooh, and the late active frames there from that shield. No punish.
No punish.
No, okay, got the punish that time.
Too fast. Corner we go. Is Rewind gonna mix? What a wake-up forward dash, and it looked like Catwoman had to have been a centimeter above the ground for him to get underneath. Right before she hit that ground. Beautiful stuff from Deoxys. These young kids with these reactions, guys, we can't keep up.
That's why we're in the commentator's booth right now. Oh, caught him with a jump too. Good damage and corner push by Rewind. Ends it with the whip. Comes in.
Max range jump 2 there.
Meterburn rolls out.
All right, we're going to see a trade up here from Deoxys. Ooh, closing the gap
Oh!
incredibly fast there. Was Rewind. Half expected to cancel off that down 2. I love the gimmick that they throw with a down 2 into the overhead stab. Oh, sorry, the low stab.
That low stab, man. It's a good mix, but definitely punishable on block. We saw Rewind miss a couple of those punishes, but he seemed to pick it up since then. Oh, and we see it again. The jump in 1 canceled into a float, just baiting any sort of button to whiff punish with the jump in 2 coming straight down. Good stuff.
Keeping it safe. It's kind of a good thing and a bad thing for Blue Beetle to be able to kind of commit anything that he wants into that shield bash. But at best, he's only getting a little bit of damage, and at worst, he's just going to be checked for it. So it's not high risk, it's not high reward. It's kind of there in the middle.
Doesn't like you.
Little war machines afraid of cats?
But he keep everything safe.
Absolutely. And it's kind of one of those things, man. Do you commit to the whole thing and be negative if they block it? Oh, and just like that, gets him with the overhead into the low.
Can't beat me, you can't beat Bruce.
Does he ever lose?
Rewind will burn a bar for that 15% back.
Nice health lead for Rewind. Kind of get the corner play. Oh my goodness, the second hit that straight. Hitting everywhere for her.
And the confirm into the cat dash. This actually could have the damage possibly just under 10 health remaining. Deoxys going to have to keep Catwoman out for the entirety of this. And she can't cat dash under those Cheerios, but wait a minute. Won't have the damage. Keeps it safe.
Look at the mobility by Deoxys right now. This man's all over the place. And it needs a jump
in
two. All of that effort for no reason as that jump 2 hunts him down.
Rewind ties it up here. Very well played there, especially at the end between those two.
Catwoman, Blue Beetle.
No change in characters.
Fighters approaching Arkham Asylum.
I love that Deoxys has kind of picked someone and stuck to him. He was back and forth, there in the beginning. I believe coming out of the gate was Scarecrow, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Scarecrow, and then I want to say he had a Supergirl at one point, possibly still does. I mean, once you play Supergirl for about, an hour, you kind of got it.
Give or take.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, if you haven't played her since she got buffed, I mean, just play the same. You're safe now, and you do more damage. Oh, got him with the low, and burns the trait there. You see Deoxys trying to interrupt. Rewind burned that trait just to bait that button. And Rewind has barely even been touched. The wake-up shield.
Don't kill the cat. Ever.
Is Rewind going to start to run away with this match now that he has a little bit of momentum, having taken the last game up an entire bar of health? We all know what Catwoman can do when she gets rolling. Oh my goodness! And down doing very well. It's all these ambiguous things. Dash up overhead again. Here from Deoxys. Piece of damage.
Ooh.
If he didn't drop that, might have gone for the restand. Oh my goodness, look at this damage! Whoa! 537!
All of that, 537.
Listen, good looks too.
Jesus. Some of this stuff that Blue Beetle is able to do now is just ridiculous. All right, Rewind burns that trait. Deoxys found himself out of the corner, and the jump in 3 will not be anti-aired. Burns the meter to keep him in the corner.
Time I whipped you into shape.
It's never good enough, is it?
So Rewind still sitting on 2 bars. Deoxys probably going to sit back, launch a couple projectiles, get a bar, get a 2, I don't know. But Rewind, all he really needs is 1 combo to land. Wake up shield. Rewind trying to find his way in. Has 3 bars to work with. And that's going to be some good damage here. Rewind cannot clash. He's already clashed. Baits out the down 2.
As long as he keeps us, it doesn't drop it. And very good patience.
Punished. Deoxys with the composure and able to react to that air tech so low to the ground will go up 2-1.
We cannot stress how amazing that was. The composure to be in that position, to be down against Catwoman, that much of a life deficit, to hold on with Blue Beetle of all characters. Deoxys really making a name for himself right now.
Oh, wait, some shaking news here, okay? Revit leafing 3-1 over Dragon in losers, which means Dragon will not be joining us in top 8 this week.
Both of the young brothers taking out Dragon. Do they have the recipe for success against the world champion?
That is a statement if I've ever seen one. I mean, not to mention he's a world champ, but both the brothers had their shot at him. That's actually kind of nuts.
Rewind off to
down 1 into a jump 2.
He's off to a great start, just like he did in the last game, but we know how far that has gotten him. Deoxys staying strong no matter what the life lead is, no matter where he is on the screen. And even something like this that could be demoralizing, that could have potentially killed Deoxys if he did not air tech there. And he would still believe, still fight on.
Nice down 2, not able to convert there. Oh, and tried to get him with the overhead. That is punishable, that string. But maybe Rewind unsure of how negative it actually was.
Oh, no, can't stop that down 1 either. Big ol' forward 2, big ol' down 2, still whiffing.
A lot of whiffs from Rewind in that situation. Down 2s, throws, gets hit with the last remaining Cheerio there. But Rewind only has to do 100, just over 100 hit points on Deoxys here. A throw would do it. And you see, I mean, he keeps trying to go for that throw, but just out of range. Deoxys walking back. Oh, and the cat dash. The read of a lifetime.
And again, down so much health, and Deoxys still fighting on. Now has the health lead himself. We'll see if he can hold on to it. Going with that jump 2. Early wager wants to keep that momentum.
Little war machines afraid of cats?
So patient, both these guys on the approach and on the keep away. Deoxys deciding to be the one that flips the switch and get aggressive. Now back to the neutral.
Rewind, yeah, he's got the health lead right now.
Sweet
Nice.
catch the back
Down
dash.
3.
Here we go.
And another overhead into the low.
Can't beat me, you can't beat Bruce.
Does he ever lose?
Clash is tied. All meter is burnt. Deoxys is probably going to build the bar before Rewind does.
And just needs one more special. He could have potentially thrown out one of his launchers and possibly got a late meter burn on it.
Ooh! And that is a whiff punish. Down 1 and a down back 1. I don't think that's what Deoxys wanted. Not sure. But that does not work on block.
And that should kill!
Oh! A fancy finish by Rewind.
Catwoman wins.
Taking us to a game number 5.
Coming down to thinking that there would be a gap there or that he was going to stagger. And Rewind taking that right out of the equation, coming off of that trait with the meter burn.
Batman.
So smart there.
Blue Beetle. Catwoman.
What a match that we got for you guys right
Fighters
now. This is the
approaching the
beginning of top
Batcave.
16 to get into top 8 here on War of the Gods.
Yeah, this is, hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, this is for top 8, winner's side right here. Rewind in the first week actually took the entire week, but he also entered that week in the top 8 in winners. Last week, he started in losers and wasn't able to clutch it out and take the second week win. So Rewind definitely wants that winner's cushion going into this top 8 this week.
Beautiful down
Nice
2.
down 2. One of the best, if not the best down 2s in the game. Blue Beetle with a 6-frame down 2. And nice punish there by Rewind on that 3-3. Oh, and tried to go with a little tricky stuff right there. Maybe baiting out the wake up, trying to hit him after the invincible frames.
We had another game 5 for you guys tonight. This has been a hype week of War of the Gods. Some stagger pressures, Rewind. Deoxys overcommitting into that low, getting punished. Finally, Rewind on those punishes now. Fall for the stagger to the throw. One more hit's all he needs. Jumping back, looking for the wake up there. I like that from Rewind. Just in case.
You never had it.
Yeah, that wake up, man, it's you can still catch him on whiff. I mean, he's still sitting there for a minute, just not as long as he used to.
Good push block
Good
there.
push block. That's probably the first one we've seen all match so far. Rewind trying to hit that back two, just testing that space. Get him with the low whip. Deox has got to find something to work out. He's got to get rid of Rewind's first health bar. By any means necessary. He has the meter to do it.
Yeah, something into a meter burn cancel here. Might be coming. Good check.
Rewind is just a brick wall of defense.
Checking him after everything. The back to the
and
meter burn
that's a
cancel
punish.
himself.
Oh no, the 4-3. And the push block. And the backdash after it.
Oh no.
Which is a high. He crouched. Wait a minute.
He had an
6
opportunity.
points of health. He has a clash.
Rewind throwing those tea bags. This is all but done. 6 health remaining.
One cat dash is all it's going to take, but it will not go through those Cheerios. She'll actually get hit. Oh, and the jump two into the whatever he follows up with is going to chip out. Rewind making it back into winner side top 8 this week to reclaim his throne that he lost last week.
And almost out of it. Deoxys with a lead.
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Funny enough, Theo did ask in the chat earlier how we're going to line that up. Streamy's got it covered.
How
With
are
the power of PlayStation.
Yes.
Shout out to PlayStation for letting us make things easy.
I did not know they're at the bottom. Emperor Combat with a 3-0 against Gunshow in the Firestorm mirror.
Wait,
Gunny is out. 3-0 Emperor Combat with the win
Whoa.
in the Firestorm mirror.
wow. Shout outs to Gunny for showing up this week. Man, Emperor Combat showing up. All right, Nubcake's getting some good damage here. And he tried to, yeah, he's been doing that all night, just kind of mixing in his jump ins, the floats, the glitter. Semiij not falling for it. And burns everything. Catching Nubcakes, hitting a button there when he activated that trait. Oh, and just catches Nubcakes again pressing a button. That's going to be huge. Confirms into a cat dash.
Tweety saying that his match with Gur was last hit 2-2. Nubcakes on the comeback here. Does have enough to get a trade out. And gone like the wind with that down 2. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh, Semiij came off a lot of meter to try to stay alive there. Magic Pixel this man. One batarang taking that away. Very high level gameplay between these two early in this set.
Nubcake's just trying to bait Semiij into overcommitting on something, and Semiij had that interactable.
I want to trust you.
Then quit yanking my tail.
Nubcake's 25% back. Semiij has not even been touched in the second health bar to back 2-3. Contest there in the middle of that string. Cross up. Oh, and a whiff punish. But just enough to get the back 1-1 trait.
Easy confirmed there. Easy confirmed there. Into the kill, Semiij. Out for blood. He is your current champion. He's showing his prowess. He wants to let everyone here know.
Semiij is your points leader right now for a reason.
He really has been,
I mean,
for a year
Catwoman.
here on Stream.me. He has been our points leader. Let's be serious here.
I think he's got like 50 points over Rewind, if I'm not mistaken. We saw it way earlier when we started, but yeah, he's got a little slight advantage there in first place. But Rewind not too far behind him. There it is. Yeah, 55 points. I was close. You do Southern math. You know, you round, but you round to 5, you go down, not up. like you're supposed to do. Yeah, this thing's shaping up, man. We got a lot of names in there that I don't even think that we saw last season up in these top 12 rankings. All right, tries to open Nubcakes up with the whip trip, gets the slide to connect, didn't burn the trait bats.
And for saving him, picked up a good combo, but dropped it. May have been better off just going for the slide combo.
Oh, and Nubcakes with the awareness, backdashes out of that situation. Semiij's been going for a lot of those tricky little setups, you know, after that juggle, just to hit you so late with that jump one. But Nubcakes, you know, with the awareness, dashed out of it, didn't have to deal with it. Nice down two. Nubcakes not dealing with Catwoman in the air today.
Feeling this meter.
Which takes Batman about half the match. If he wants to build a bar with batarangs, it takes about half the match timer to actually get a bar. 30-something batarangs to get that much meter.
Ooh, going for a swaggy conversion there. Not enough on that 4-3 to reach, and no commitment on the jump in. Might have forced Wade to attempt that back three, not going far enough. Nubcakes just standing his ground. I love that this man down twos with Batman.
And we saw that against Hellboy as well. You know, look at that 3 in a row.
You're not claw-proof.
Don't be so sure.
And that is the adjustment of a lifetime right now. Nubcakes not letting Semiij jump in the air and the whiff punish with the neutral jump. Full combo. Nubcakes essentially has this one in the bag. He has got to make a huge mistake to lose this match, but Semiij still not out of it. We've seen Semiij make these comebacks before.
And this is the spot to do it right here in the corner.
Nubcakes tried to get himself out of that situation with the slide. Got caught in the recovery. Semiij burning everything and still not enough.
Life bites, and so do I.
Nubcakes on his second health bar now. Let's go with the bats. Into a throw and tech by Semiij. Good block.
Ooh, there really was no whiff there. Oh my goodness.
You're going to get hurt.
I've got no regrets.
And a rough 4-2 after the wager. So smart by Nubcakes coming off the 1 bar to throw. A really big hitbox out there on the back dash. Could have gotten the profile. Luckily, it does not go. And Nubcakes, like game 1 never even happened. Tying us up at 1-1.
Traditional Nubcakes fashion. Just when you think he's out of it, you know, he made a huge adjustment. He's had 3 down 2 anti-airs right in a row and forced Semiij to clash. You know, eventually Semiij's going to feel uncomfortable with that jumping, and Catwoman players love that jump in too.
Yeah, guys, that's something you got to do. You got to get in the lab, have Catwoman jump 2 at you, try to find out some options, because a lot of people like to simply hold the pressure and hold that jump 2, thinking that there's no real way around it.
Yeah, she has a lot of stuff that jails after that jump in too. You know, even Rainbow Pride told me once, you know, if you can't do anything about it, just backdash it and make it whiff.
Good start here. Also, it's in full screen pulled in meter. Nubcakes doing some glitter. And what a bait by Semiij the whole time.
Semiij is an absolute savage.
That was disgusting.
That's just, man. Semiij, that was dirty, man. Oh my God, and the air tag gonna get some more damage out of it. 338.
And just like that one little read, you're done.
Hear me roar.
Jesus. A lot of whiffs between these two. Testing those neutral waters. Oh, and Semiij went for the punish. And I respect it. You know, who cares about the trait bat? You know, you go for the punish. If you don't go for the punish and he doesn't release them, you'll feel terrible.
Beautiful.
Oh, and the cat dash pays off.
Should I dial it back?
Aw, let's keep playing.
Ooh, Semiij calling him out with the 2 bars. Saying, you didn't say the magic word.
Shout outs to Jurassic Park, man. I'm actually trying to find that movie right now, to be honest. Literally. Semiij sitting on 70 hit points. Nubcake's trying to build some meter. Trying to just get, don't fall for this again. Semiij's already done it once. What a savage young man to do that. Oh, and caught him with the jump too, through a battering. Here's almost 400 damage, over 400 damage for your troubles. Burns a trait, push block.
Did not want to deal with those plus frames. And the slide, just the tip
There's room for him.
into home plate. And we saw last week, never count out dubs. 4-2-3, tracking this woman down right back into the corner.
He's caught by that overhead. Trait's locked and loaded. Tries to go with a little cross up there. Semiij's not falling for it. A lot of whiffs. Down 2. Shades of the last match. Semiij just needs one more hit. Tries to use the interactable, get out of that situation, and does it again. And that should confirm into cat dash. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, it looked like he let go of block there. Could have lived. But Semiij had a trait and a bar. I think that he would have gotten the chip out regardless.
Yeah, that, you know, sometimes you just got to make those hard reads with Catwoman staggers. A lot of her strings, you know, they hit multiple times, but some of them have
Approaching Fortress of Solitude.
so much distance. But by the time you realize she's staggered, she's already going into something else. It's just a very special tool set she has.
Yep, and every single thing
Begin.
that you get hit by will lead to big damage in the same exact situation. So frightening.
Oh, it absolutely is. I mean, like you said, anything she hits with, confirming the cat dash, big damage, resets, mix-ups, plus frames, low profiling. But here we go. Semiij barely taking any damage so far, and definitely dealing it here against Nubcakes. Tries to go with a
and
down
another
2.
one. This is
Just a little
death.
bit too late.
2 combos. This is the Flash and female form. What are we witnessing?
So this is your vulnerable side.
Nubs need some milk.
If anybody can figure it out here, Nubcakes will be able to do it. Just got to get a little bit of momentum shifting his way. Pushes Semiij to the corner. Into the up battering. Plus frames. Traits up into a throw. Semiij looked like he was going to go for a button there.
Even this back to the corner, Semiij over here shimmying forward and backward with his walk, unafraid in this neutral.
Now, when Semiij is up a game and he's done some of the stuff he's already done in this matchup, he's feeling himself.
Hurt.
I've got no regrets.
Nubs got to mount another comeback if he wants to stay alive in winners.
Oh, no. He got hit out of the air. Confirms cat dash. Yeah, and he was still in it for a minute, but it's drifting away now. He's got to figure out something. Oh, and it gets crossed up.
Oh, and coming
By
right
the
up the straight.
overhead.
The one resource he had left, and that should do it. Semiij with a 3-1 over Nubcakes to make winner's side of top 8.
Catwoman wins.
Semiij looking as strong as ever. Nubcakes really had some good momentum going his way, but once Semiij feels himself, man, and you let him kind of, you know, start feeling that type of way about his gameplay, it's tough to get this man to I've never seen Semiij just sit full screen and do a couple of cat evades and then just cat
And then
dash in.
Full screen, baby.
Like, man, what a set. I've never seen Semiij play like that, and that was just kind of like, wow, Semiij. Makes it in the top 8 winner side. You can do it during the next intermission, whenever.
Supergirl.
Oh,
It
the
literally takes
immediate,
a couple seconds. Yeah.
immediate pick to Supergirl from Honeybee.
Yeah, Honeybee not going to deal with that.
Approaching Fortress of Solitude.
Wonder Woman is a special character in just the discussion around the FGC because she's just a very solid character in what she does.
Yeah, there's always this debate of, is Wonder Woman good? Is she not good? You know
That's
what?
always been kind of the thing.
Luckily, Honeybee didn't get punished there. Could have been some good damage with the background mounts too.
Yeah, this stage has a huge background bounce area, unlike some stages have a very small window.
And we're actually going to be able to see Yungmonster zone a little bit, throw more shields than he did against Black Adam. Picking up where he left off, already in the corner. Some disgusting damage. That down
Oh
is
my
so
God.
big.
Honeybee actually crossed up with that air dash, but still got hit by that down two.
Guys, don't feel any sympathy
Oh.
towards Supergirl because she can do the same exact thing. And I don't even know how he hit
Did you
on both
see
sides.
that?
I don't know how that hit on both sides. I don't have an explanation for that.
Honeybee, the king of execution. Only somebody like Honeybee would do that. Oh, and threw out that teleport. Highly negative on whiff and block. Goes for it again. Tries to get a little tricky with Yungmonster, but he had the block.
Yeah, he's getting risky and aggressive. And it kind of seems that that's what Wonder Woman wants you to do. She wants you to take risks. She wants you to mess up.
She absolutely does. She's very similar to, kind of a Blue Beetle where if you don't have a character that can deal with her shield and, some of her air shields and just all that kind of stuff, it can be really tough.
Yeah, it's kind of just a frustrating gameplay that'll break you down, force mistakes, and punish you very harshly for it. And on top of that, some tricks there. Ooh, the recovery on Supergirl. They're actually able to do something after that sweep.
Quit holding back, Kara. Worst part's coming up.
Honeybee not out us by a long shot. We're about even here. Anti-air laser, that looked like beyond reaction.
Comes in with the back 1-2, doesn't even burn the meter. There's so much respect there if she's going to burn the meter because you don't want to press a button to try and punish and get frozen and take damage for your trouble.
Now Junk playing a little bit slower than he did early on this match. Great corner push and going through that jump three of Wonder Woman. No small feat.
And Honeybee just kind of building meter with some of these little air stalls. Oh, and goes for the mix-up. No punish from Yungmonster.
Looked like he went
Highly
for it.
negative.
He went for it, but reacted a little too late.
It throws a tornado at him, a special you don't normally see too much.
Trying to catch B pressing a button. There were plus items on the screen, but thinking that he had some space to play with. Luckily, he stood his ground. Now Honeybee gaining the health lead, gaining the momentum. Could have air dashed in, could have thrown some kind of mix. Maybe force Yungmonster to try to read that, go for a DP. Canceled off, kept it safe. Smart stuff by Honeybee. We're back to mid-screen. And this should be
A nice challenge. That's twice in a row Honeybee has challenged. The first one. The first one was after the shoulder from Yungmonster. Sometimes they'll throw another shoulder out there just to say, "Oh, okay, you want to press buttons." But Honeybee with the back 1-2 checks, very nice. Twice in a row.
Off to a good start here. We have two loser side matches set, guys. It is going to be Deoxys versus Tweety and Nubcakes versus Scar. Deoxys Tweety is a run back from the clash. And if you guys watched it, it was about.
Yeah, a little bit, 3-0. Deoxys took it very convincingly with a 3-0, so we'll see if Tweety can make those adjustments. Maybe he's done a little bit of homework.
Oh, that sweep did not low profile. That's for sure.
I'm so surprised at that. Ooh, and I thought maybe he was going to convert off of that for a minute.
I can't tell if Honeybee dropped that or not. Looked like he may have been able to close out with the raw damage from that combo. Oh, the chip sure is there.
Which part of you hurts the worst?
Worth every bit of that laser. Honeybee, health lead. Can he force Young to crack? He's played so solid tonight.
Oh, going huge plus frames, tries to mix it up there. We saw that work against Dragon. Left that big gap the first time and then went immediately into the secondary string, which does end with the lasso that you can't interrupt.
Great play by Honeybee.
Young.
This is his Supergirl looks very strong for someone we see play Flash 98% of the time. Always keeping up a secondary just in case, and building the meter with those air throws full screen.
Oh my God! And use the little tilt-a-whirl there to close the gap, get a back one into a freeze, drop the combo. However, Yungmonster creating some more space. Honeybee okay with that. Has a healthy health lead.
Has the meter lead, so Young really is in a bad spot no matter what, even if he decides to clash. Corner we go, great up laser. Honeybee just running away with this match right now. Building that meter, full screen is Honeybee. Not a care in the world. Does have laser now, he can shoot it, and that should do it. Honeybee up 2-0 now on Yungmonster.
Supergirl wins.
Yeah, Honeybee. We've seen his Supergirl before in season 1, and I don't remember the matchup, but I remember it didn't look too well, and he wound up switching to the Flash. But it has improved tenfold, man. It looks super good. I mean, he's building meter when he's full screen. He realizes when he has a health lead, doesn't need to force anything. The first match, though, he did throw out a couple teleports that were kind of, like, But, I mean, other than that, I mean, he's playing this character so well.
Begin.
Shades of a top player. Having something just in case. Always have a backup plan.
And who better to do that with than Supergirl? Everybody, you should definitely have a pocket Supergirl. I mean,
that's a friendly neighborhood advice on War of the Gods. Just pick up Supergirl, just in case. Oh my goodness, everything's hitting everywhere. And luckily he did not get a bigger punish for that. It was Yungmonster. He's in a great spot here where he can whip it good.
And this should close it out. Should he not drop it?
Is this your limit, Kara?
Oh, no, he hit a button. Honeybee, unable to recognize it in time, actually hits him out of that freeze, doesn't get a full combo. And tosses the roller coaster at him. Or whatever that thing was. And oh my God, he brought him back into the state.
I'm liking my chances. Less talking, more fighting.
Roundhouse. Back into the match we go. Honeybee needs 2 decent BMBs to turn this around. Potentially, he's getting straight hits here and there, but it's not going to be enough. Needs a full combo. These lasers are adding up and building all this meter.
I mean, look at him. He is just taunting any movement from Yungmonster. When Yungmonster moves in, he has an answer every time.
And sent a mind game right back at Yungmonster. Meterless shield bash versus meterless breath. When they have a bar, plus frames could be coming. Some scary stuff.
And this is the way Honeybee is playing Supergirl in this matchup. That's what Wonder Woman typically wants to do to her opponent, is exactly what Supergirl's doing to her. But Yungmonster should be quite content with just holding this health lead and forcing Honeybee to come in, but decides to come in and take that damage going into the second health bar. Now Yungmonster is in the corner and going to eat this 4-3 combo.
And then
Powerbomb.
That powerbomb. Okay, comeback could be initiated here. Yungmonster does still have a wager and has the meter lead. I have a feeling
Yungmonster hasn't done any damage, and he had a whole health bar advantage.
Oh, here we go. Could have got Mix City going. Beautiful stuff there by Yungmonster. Big ol' air-to-air with that jump 3. And getting a game on the board. Can he ride this momentum? Can he reverse 3-0 Honeybee to make winners top 8? 2 more games to go. It's looking like a hard grind between these 2 characters.
It's a very slow matchup.
Fighters approaching the Batcave.
Shadowban asking if we can do a double echo commentating for the next game, as we have 400 plus viewers watching War of the God.
You know what? I'm down.
All right, then.
All right, guys.
Begin.
All right, guys, we're in game number 4 in between Honeybee and Yungmonster. And Yungmonster's already on the approach, but Honeybee calling out the gap early on, trying not to let Yungmonster establish some dominance, Echo, because I tell you what, if Yungmonster gets a health lead, this could be a train wreck.
Well, you know, if Yungmonster decides to go in and use his and a down 2.
Oh my God, that down 2 had a big old hitbox. Let me tell you what. And back into the corner we go. That down 2 once again paying dividends. That's the lasso of truth. It ain't lying today.
Somebody get some propane around here, damn it. Yungmonster's losing his health.
I tell you, I've seen all kinds of power bombs. I've seen all kinds of moves tonight. This is what I paid for my WWF pay-per-view.
All right, Aquaman, I'm done. Y'all are too much. This is all serious business for Yungmonster right now. Now activating his little parries to contest those lasers, build a little bit of meter, and not take the chip damage. and Max Ninja in the chat spelling IB just like Dragon did on Twitter. I've never been done with somebody in my whole life as much as I was that night.
Just like
spelling IB with AIBE.
That's just like Yungmonster here, refusing to give up here in this match, taking a healthy, forcing the early wager from Honeybee. This is looking pretty good for the young brother, trying to make this top 8. Holding on to his dear life to this 222 health. I tell you what, these lasers can't taste good.
Ooh. That call out was massive. Just look at the recovery on that. Hardly any.
Back to full screen we go. We've got no lasers. We've got no shields. There's one coming out of nowhere like an RKO. Coming in, Yungmonster using those negative frames just to get in and mixing up really well with the shield. Meter burn or non-meter burn. Into the corner we go. Here we go, Yungmonster on the approach, hanging on. There's the magic pixel. Jesus Christ.
Actually, he might actually run away with this.
Wonder Woman wins.
Yungmonster taking us to a game number 5 here in top 16, top 8.
I did not have my shades on. My bad, guys. Woo.
You had to take the shades off to do it.
Almost caught me. Almost caught me. I have to enter a different persona. Okay.
Fighters approaching
Yeah.
Gotham City.
I have to embody FGC_Echo.
Oh, God, you had to throw that in. Game number 5, man. Yungmonster and Honeybee for top 8.
Begin.
This has been, despite the jokes, it's not all jokes and memes, promise. Just somebody will get hurt doing that.
Only 90% of the time here on More Than Gods. Guys, we like to be as non-serious as possible.
Oh, and the trade there. Down 1-2 confirms into that shield.
Oh my
good, huge damage. Not even done yet. Almost 500.
I walk back after the down 1. I love the mind games that Yungmonster plays. He's running away with this match right now. That was a hood perfect to start us off, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Honeybee in the driver's seat. We'll see if he can. Ooh, and the instant wake up from Yungmonster, not dealing with any of Supergirl's little setups.
I'm not even sure
Wow.
how that even crossed up or didn't cross up. That was disgusting. But Yungmonster getting some gigantic, unwagerable damage here. Throwing out the last one of truth just in case. And oh my goodness, these guys' projectiles are hitting each other in insane places.
Yungmonster still pressing the issue, not forcing Honeybee to come in. Just being oppressive, trying to chip him out.
And the instant air shield.
Wow.
Yungmonster turning this around. Reverse 3-0 on Honeybee into winner's side
Wins.
of top 8.
Yungmonster has finally made it. I saw him in the chat saying how many 9th places he's had. Darkseid, this is going to be interesting to see. You know, it's really cool to see Nyx with Darkseid versus Firestorm. He really showed you know, the maximum that Darkseid can get out of that matchup, you know, avoiding all those molten traps. Somebody's on their mic, and I hear him.
Dark side.
Somebody's going to say something. I can hear it.
Hellboy.
These two standing about the same height here on the character select too. That is backhand. I feel it every time. Every
I
time.
knew it was coming. I was just going to leave it there.
Shadow Band saying that dab is going to come in with the people's elbow here. Only one way to find out, and that's to play it out. Here we go. Dab. Nyx. For topping.
The teleport with the down one.
Woo! I don't know what button Dab got out, but it sure did save him there.
And all these lasers. And that's really going to hog up the airspace that Dab wants to use. Comes in with the low ground pound. Nyx is in the corner trying to use that statue to get himself out.
Oh, and down two again.
That was very, very good from Dab. It looked like Nyx was going to go for that statue and throw it down. Dab had patience. Oh, and tried to air grab him out of the teleport.
Nice conversion, too, on the fly. Beautiful stuff there by Nyx. Oh, no, huge drop there by Dab. Oh, my goodness. Not like this. Not the broken stuff. No, he can't be hit. He's invincible.
That was actually freaking nuts. He just held it there saying, you can't touch me. Crossed him up in the corner. Dab going for the big damage. We're going for even more now.
Oh, my goodness. It's not even over.
Going. Jesus. 670 goes into the armor. All these double hitting knees. Good block by Dab, gonna force the clash.
Enjoy your last moments, Worm. Do your worst.
All right, Nick's trying to get back in the driver's seat here. Brings out the trait, sends it out, teleport. Good block by Dab. And he's only got a bar to work with, but he's gonna get some decent damage. Doesn't burn it. He's gonna bounce cancel. No, this should close it out so long as he doesn't drop it. Nyx dies with almost 4 bars. And maybe even Nyx didn't even know about that.
I'm shocked Nyx didn't go for an air escape off that EX command grab either. Just took that stand 1-1 afterwards. May have missed it there. I'm not too sure, but I know Nyx has got to be like, what the heck? I mean, the knee advances you pretty far forward, especially when you EX it.
Dark side. Hellboy.
It hit nothing.
Like, it maybe have been Nick's first time ever seeing that and saying, yo, why is my wake up not working? I keep getting shot and I'm spinning a bar for it. That's the weird thing. Like, there's obviously collision because he was spinning the bar to get the double kicks, but it just wasn't doing anything.
Begin.
All right, here we go. Nick's trying to tie this thing up 1-1. Jumps in and attacked by Dab. Nice down 2. Avoids that grab, but Dab's going to capitalize here. Back 3. Oh, my God. Knew that was coming. Down 2 by Nyx. 200 damage. Not much. Gets a trade out.
Beautiful conversion.
Oh, and catch him on the way up, and that will combo. A nice tech by Dab again. Not even afraid.
I think I'm working this time around. Beautiful read. Meter burn cancel. Huge damage. Oh, and he does finally get the upshot conversion. He's been trying that this whole set. Look at this damage. Are you kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
7!
726.
Oh,
I can't. Jesus. Okay. Like, I've heard the stories about Dab's dark side, but this?
Bruh.
I've never heard you say that, but now I have. Now it's hilarious. All right, Nick's got the trade out.
I mean,
what do you say, man?
Our dark side was just chilling with a bunch of health.
Your last moment.
And it's gone.
Do
I don't
your
know.
worst.
What?
Like, he is spinning that meter, like Silverhouse says in the chat, spinning the bars, just going for the heavy damage. And now Nyx does not have a clash anymore. Nix gets caught by a gunshot trying to jump in the air, trying to teleport. Oh, and still trying to go for the mix. Doesn't punish that down two. Gets caught by the overhead.
Oh my goodness! And plus frames, you reversal gunshot, plus right to the air snatch.
Oh my god! And grabbed him out of the teleport.
Oh my goodness! I don't know about you guys. Dab is pretty good at this game. What in the world just happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think Dab has found his character.
So, guys,
the Dab of Doom.
The damage barrier on War of the Gods was 726, set by Best MK Raiden.
Approaching the Joker's playground.
Was just matched. 726 damage.
Wow.
Tied for first. Whose was better?
Oh,
Dab's or Best MK Raiden's? And oh my goodness, why is Nix coming in here with Hellboy in the mirror with a by far better looking Hellboy?
I didn't even catch which one is which. I gotta catch up. Okay, so Nix has the glowing gauntlet. Okay.
Nix actually picked the demon skin for a demon. And so far, he's Dab with a little taste of his own medicine here. Good cancel. That actually will okie them on wake up when you do the after that. Big drop here by Dab. Oh my goodness, floats everywhere. Jack's mounting it, or sorry, I say Jack's. Dab mounting this comeback, going for the big boy damage. And a taste of his own medicine with the gunshot on wake up. Ooh, both hits connecting.
What the hell was that?
That is my favorite quote from Hellboy in this game.
No, what?
Got him with the up gunshot. Okay.
Wake up on up gunshot. We are officially in 2017, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god. Dab with the air grab.
Aren't you the sad sack? That crap's getting old.
And Nick's trying to mount the comeback here. Gets a little bit of health back. He's got to get himself on the board. The problem is he is now stuck with Hellboy. Even if he wins, he is gonna have to do this mirror unless Dab switches. Dab putting so much damage on the table.
He just sit there and take it.
Oh my god.
All right, not completely out of here is Nix. Oh, he didn't commit.
Oh, wait a minute. He mixed him up.
You got a snowball's chance in hell. Shove it up your ass.
Woo! Hellboy wasn't having any of that. A great lead here for Dab, looking to 3-0 this man and making the winner's top 8, and he does with Hellboy.
Hellboy wins.
That was some amazing gameplay. So much mobility, so many crazy things.
Hey, man, if nobody else steps up, just hit me up. I'll play my man Isaac. I did stick art for him a couple months ago. So, you know, if nobody gets my man games, I will.
Winner gets the privilege of playing my bow mixture, you know, if you know what I mean.
Oh, God. I'll just lose on purpose then. All right. Tweety coming in, forward 2 into trait cancel.
And this is the matchup that we saw on Friday, just 2 days ago. And it was 3-0, and it got nasty at the end. Deoxys made every good read possible. The instant jump ones, this man was half of the Sistine Chapel reaching in the sky.
Oh, a nice catch with that forward 2-3 from Tweety. Meter burns. Background bounce, which you usually don't see with Superman. Oh, and the instant jump once from Tweety, expecting Deoxys to do a little bit of Blue Beetle shenanigans in the air. Good blocks by Tweety in the down 2.
Good start here from Tweety. Nothing more than a nuisance. This is tournament Tweety. This might be a completely different monster than we saw on Friday. is the man of steel and the man of no nerves, man of comebacks, Tweety the Bird.
I mean, there's definitely a difference in players. You know, if you play them, you know, in an exhibition versus playing them in tournament, you know, there's a lot of players out there that, you know, just have that different level that they play on. And Tweety right now looking very solid, coming in with the air dash into a jump one, forcing the clash.
That's not what I had planned.
Air lasers perfectly. Here's Tweety coming down with that jump one, still active, and actually baited out the air escape, and that's gonna hurt.
Not gonna kill, but it's definitely gonna. I mean, he's already clashed, so. Oh my God! And bends the handrail. Deoxys looking for a down two there. Tweety catches him with the laser that hits absolutely everywhere. Tweety up 1-0.
Already looking better than he did on Friday. Like I said, that might be the big key difference. Tweety needs that inspiration. He needs that tournament life on the line. And he's playing out of his mind.
Catwoman. Superman.
Ooh, Deoxys going with Catwoman.
Gotham City.
Man, put the scarab back on. What is this? I'm disgusted.
What?
The man went from the scarab to Selena. I'm done.
Begin.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do to win.
Yeah.
I mean, but, you know, come on, man. Put the scarab back on.
This is a character that haunted Tweety for a long time. Semiij really owned him early on in the early Season 1 top 8s and top 16s. And Catwoman in general is built decently to fight Superman.
Meter burn back three. And a wake up. I can't remember what that actually called.
Rising
the little
grab.
Air grab. Yeah, there you go, rising grab. I didn't want to call it air grab because it's a wake up, but either way. Throws the statue, used to be unblockable.
Amazing down two and back off to a health lead.
Ooh.
There's Tweety, and it might be gone. Ooh, no conversion by Deoxys. He might be a little bit rusty with Catwoman here. Let's find out. Down one scoop, working out for Tweety. Did not work out on Friday. He actually tried down one scoop a couple times.
The strong protect the weak.
Off to an amazing start, Tweety. This is a different guy.
Yes, it is. I mean, we've seen so many clutch factors from Tweety, not just in Injustice, but at MKX as well. This man thrives in a tournament setting. Back threes under that jump. Jump in one. Not sure if Deoxys was crouching or if he just tried to anti-air too late, but he got hit. And Deoxys just kind of lost right now. Gets hit by a dive bomb.
This is for Bruce.
It won't help him.
This is how you know Tweety is playing at his apex, his prime, is when he's going for the tricks, when he's going for the dive bombs. Ooh, that neutral jump one has been paying huge dividends here in this match. A down one scoop works again, has no bar. Does have a trait though. He pops in, he goes KO Ken times 10 here, but it does get down two.
And no punish on the rising grab there. A cat dash out of nowhere. Should close out the first health bar, but has the damage been done? Deoxys has already used his clash. He only has a bar. And that meter burn laser is going to do it. 2-0 Tweety. What does Deoxys do?
Superman wins.
I'm so
Tweety's
surprised
looking
by
good.
that Catwoman. Oh, yeah, Tweety is
Superman.
looking fantastic.
Oh no. Okay, never mind. He was on the right side. I was like, did Deoxys just go to Superman?
Beetle.
That would have been savage. Going back to Blue Beetle, the man he 3-0'd him with just a couple days ago. Catwoman did not look like a good switch.
No.
It looked good early on, but the first half of the first health bar, and then Tweety really got in control and maintained it throughout the rest of that match.
Begin.
Yeah, once Deoxys was kind of put in a corner and was not even close as far as health bars go, he just looked very apprehensive to really get anything going. You see him challenge a lot of stuff with Blue Beetle. You just didn't see him challenge with Catwoman. Familiarity. And the dash up, Tweety knew. After that shield, Deoxys was going to backdash or push a button. Good read by Tweety. And a nice block. That's the first time we've seen that blocked all night.
He does
We're
not
actually going
want
to see
to
a little
deal.
bit of Mantha.
He does not want to deal with that corner interactable coming in. Ooh! Ooh! Black Manta coming up with the assist. More balls planted at play. And this neutral by Tweety. These neutral jumps.
And they've been working. I mean, he'll do 1, 2, 3. And Deoxys tries to come in and hit a button, and he'll actually get hit.
Strong, protect the weak.
Trey comes on. And no cancel on down 2. That's what Beatles love to do. They want you to press those buttons afterwards. Potentially get full combo launched. The damage might be done here. Deoxys is going to need a miracle here. And a savage wake up down to my Tweety.
Down 2. Oh, my God.
Out of the corner we go, but there's an unblockable statue sitting there. Just chilling. Ooh!
And he tries to get him with the back forward.
That was thousands of years old, you savage! Stand. Blocks by Tweety.
Good blocks by Tweety. Tweety has done his homework. Tries to meet him with, oh.
You're freaking out the scarab.
Stop pleading and fight.
I like that from Superman. You just get it over with. I don't have much to say. Just get it over with and fight. Tweety checking any sort of down 2 there with that down 1 after the trade cancel. The trade.
There's 2 things I'm taking away from this match. Is that Tweety is playing much slower than he did on Friday. And the neutral jumps. Every single time they're paying off. Almost every single time they wake up Superman punch at Tweety. 3-0 over Deoxys. Sending him home for the night.
Superman
And I think we might have another future Clash match. These 2 have 3-0'd each other.
That's what I was going to say, man.
It's 1-1. We might have to settle this again.
Tweety pop.
And all you're doing on your pad is you're just mashing up and down. Let's see if I can get my thumb. There we go. You're just doing that.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
begin.
Quan
And Star
Chi.
is rocking Red Hood.
Quan Chi every damn time.
All right. Star will get the first amount of meter here. Nubcake's getting some damage early on. Puts him closer to the corner. Oh, and the meter burned it anyway. The late meter burn on that mine. Nubcake's maybe trying to go in and press a button in the hard to blockable. That jump in is an overhead and that mine is a low. Scar looking impressive so far.
What a start here, sending the message. Yeah,
Wake up down 2.
I'm amazed at how many anti-air Snubcakes gets with that down 2. Every time I see it. That was
Fairly frank.
that's been forbidden for a long time for Batman to down 2, and Nubcake's making it look like it's a top tier weapon for this character.
Catch him with the low at the end of that string. Oh, and the meter burn cancel goes over the cross up, but the back 3 goes under the air tech.
Don't waste my time.
Nubcake's definitely still in this thing. Not that far behind in health. And definitely not now. Should even out the health.
Scar with a big frisk there. Raw 4-3 there. Well, Batman had his trade bat out. Did go whiff punished. And escaping the corner there with that setup too. Really good stuff. It does get the conversion. Sets this hard to block up, and he does get it.
Oh, and Nubcakes gets himself out of there with the little and then a down 2. Nubcake's still in this thing. Don't count this man out just yet. Scar's got to find a way out of this. Maybe tried to go for a throw right there. I'm not sure after that restand, but he did hit a button. Oh, and got him with a cross
Oh
up.
my goodness.
Scar actually dashed forward and got hit with the cross up. Wait a minute. This is going down to the wire for the first game. We're in chip out territory. One more anything.
And he catches him going for the
Scar.
startup of a Batarang, it looked like. It had to have been the only thing to do there. From Nubcakes down to the wire. Game number 1, Scar. Nubcakes for losers top 8.
Jesus, what a first match. And I almost expected it out of these 2, man.
You're looking at 2 guys that are at the top of Injustice 2 going at it here. Every single week we get this amazing action here on War of the Gods.
Fighters approaching Gorilla City.
And Gorilla City is a really good stage. It's another one of those really big background bounce window stages. You see a lot of big damage here out of either one of these guys. Tries to cross him up. Trait cancels. Conversions. And converts off of it. Meter burns. Plus frames. Doesn't have a bat to trait cancel with, but he does now.
And luckily,
Yeah.
invisible frames were there. And in the corner we go. This could be a perfect start here by Nubcakes. Working on a hood perfect. But speaking of hood, Red Hook putting Batman into the corner here. Oh, no!
Oh, no! Unfortunate there for Scar. Gets hit by the down two as well.
Don't waste my time.
Nubcakes, like last match, never even happened, Echo. He erased it from his memory.
And that's what we've come to love about Nubcakes and War of the Gods so far.
I swear that these top players, when they lose a match, the men in black come in, they red flash them, and then just keep going. It's like it never happened.
We need a remake of that movie, by the way. That would be nice. Even though the original is still a classic.
Holds up very well.
Smart by Nubcakes there to avoid that backwards lunge wake up and the forward lunge by Scar and a backwards lunge. Nice conversion here by Nubcakes. Catching Scar out of that interactable. Delays the forward three into a throw plus frames.
Traders out does get the hit. Really good using the plus frames to move forward while that mine was active on the ground.
Great backdash there. Ooh. Scar still hasn't used his clash. A meter burn forward three.
No place to hide.
I'm standing my ground.
And this is still bad for Scar if he does wager. This isn't going to get anything. Now he's going to lose everything if he wagers.
And got him with the back 2-3.
And you know, it's nice if you went in front behind. One of Nubcakes' favorite strings is 4-2-3. You go behind him, back 2-3 came out. That may have been an option select there. You know, kind of hidden there for Nubcakes because he may have pressed 4-2-3 going the other way, knowing him.
Red Hood.
Yeah, and some characters have that luxury of, you know, Blue Beetle has a couple, Canary's had a couple. You know, whether, you know, you cross up and you don't even know which side you're going to hit on, you still have a button that covers, you know, both directions, whether it's forward or backward. It's a good luxury to have.
Absolutely. And especially two strings that travel and are safe on block and are mids. Lit.
Oh! Surrounds himself with the mechanical bats for the anti-air for almost 400 damage. Had that conversion on deck. Scar tries to meter burn back three, and we have seen Nubcakes break so much armor with that normal tonight. It's not even funny. And I did see in the chat somebody said if they were to remake Men in Black, who would take the roles of J and K? How about just have the same actors? That's what I say.
Scar turning this around. Nubcakes is off to a huge health lead. Deficit being erased right now by Scar, calling out the air
Tries to
escape.
get him with that cross.
Don't waste my time.
My producer in the back saying that it should be the Rock and Kevin Hart. No!
Oh, God.
Although I'm down for the Rock being in anything and everything
Oh!
in the cinematic world. Just put the Rock in every movie. It's going to be good.
I agree.
Keeping us close to Scar here.
The call out with the jump two. Nubcakes running away with this one. Scar's got to find some momentum. Tries to go with the forward lunge, back dashes. Nubcakes with the little delay there in the air. Sends him traveling down the elevator. This may not kill. 25 hit points remaining. But Scar may be able to pull this off. Leaves it unclashable. And the wake-up slide.
I think he thought that mine would save him. But Nupcake successfully gets in those DMs. 2-1 now. Nupcakes needs one more to get back in the top 8. Nupcake's doing really well this season. He could be a contender for that finale. If he sticks here every single week,
Red Hood,
scary.
Batman.
And I say that about Men in Black
Gotham City.
because they're supposed to be making a White Man Can't Jump remake, but it's going to be originally it was supposed to be, yeah, but it's going to be with different actors. And I used to post to Wesley Snipes all the time. Like,
Can
yo,
we
please,
stop?
Please.
Can we stop remaking classics that you're not gonna make better? White Man Can't Jump
Exactly.
is a classic. You're not gonna make something better than White Man Can't Jump by doing White Man Can't Jump.
With different actors, yeah. I want Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson.
That's why I'm low key triggered about the Lion King. Okay, it's like the greatest of all time. I don't want it ruined with this live action one. Not to say that all the voice actors they picked are ridiculous, but I don't want that ruined. Let's get back to this match.
All right. Scarred. The health is dead even, pretty much. Scar's got to find a way to open Nupcakes up. Nupcakes has just been kind of steamrolling, catches the backdash with the meter burn batarang. Comes down with the people's elbow, which is punishable. And here we go. Scar getting some momentum. Sets up the mine. Tried to come in with the hard to blockable.
Nupcake's 1 bar of health now. Scar's put up an amazing fight so far, and he has to put up an even bigger one if he wants to send us to a game number 5. Gets a hit there. He could even us out here, and what a read on the upstart! Throwing that bad boy to the sky.
Throwing the film reels at him. If you do meter burn that, they will throw 3. I don't know how common knowledge that is to some of the newer people in Injustice, but
And the third hit does
burning
catch
is on.
people off guard that do not know that.
Guns aren't the answer.
That's a good clash by Nupcake, so he doesn't go full screen there and have to eat that zoning again. He's got plenty of meter, keeping us even. Maybe getting a little bit of a health lead here. The neutral jump, working out here.
oh, and he loads a trait mid-combo, burns the meter for the restand.
I am vengeance.
I'm Batman.
And he is Batman, apparently. 50% for Scar. Amazing recognition of where the Nupcakes was on the screen and looking for that interactable. Done their homework, and what? Oh my god, everything is working now for Scar. He hasn't done a single thing wrong in about 15 seconds.
Scar needs this. He needs to tie this thing up, take us to a last game. And no parry there by Nupcakes. Scar with the patience, just walking back,
And he's
playing defense, trying to find an opening.
And he blocked everything except for the end of back 2-3 of all things there.
And I think what he was looking for was probably a lunge to jump forward and punish Batman for it, but maybe the input was off.
Close to the kill.
Scar's close to losing this.
Coming out the people's elbow
Oh my
and back
God.
to it afterwards. And Nupcakes does take it 3-1 over Scar, sending him home for the night and walking back in the top 8, throwing us some batarangs on his way there.
Yo, who? Okay. Scar bringing out the Red Hood, man. That's what I was.
Each and every single week. And I'm curious who he actually beat to get here. He beat Emperor Combat 3-2.
Wow.
And then he 3-0'd Han Rashid. 3-0'd Soldier Alec. Oh my goodness. And am I even reading this right? Am I about to freak right out? Okay, looks like he used Hellboy on Emperor Combat in that set, but Brainiac to beat Han Rashid and Soldier Alec.
Oh my God, he went under the whatever that interactable is. Nice down 2 conversion here by Titanium Tigers, has barely taken any damage. Nix can't get out of the corner.
So little accomplished.
So little accomplished. Here's accomplished their entire health bar in 20 seconds, bro.
Oh, and tried to get the convert there. Okay, and now Nix is out of the corner, able to play a little bit of his game. And caught him with the overhead, and this is going to be some big damage. 4-3 doesn't want the accidental stage transition. And this is where things get tricky.
My goodness.
Answers right back. Okay, no, we got an air tech. Never mind.
They're escaping. This is the battle of the big baddies for DC Universe right here. At the cross-up dive. Hey,
no. And just wads himself into a ball of tentacles. With that ambiguous jump in the Brainiac possesses. Nice instant air laser. It looked for a minute like Nyx was going to answer back with his own semi-flawless there, or perfect. Then things just started going downhill. Back three. And Titanium Tigers has been waking up almost every single time he's down. And I'm not sure what Darkseid possesses to blow that wake up. You can definitely do it. A lot of time, or a lot of big window, I guess what I'm looking for, to interrupt that. But wait a minute.
Inferior being. Darkseid will have victory.
Nyx doesn't have anything to contest with here. Tigers will get 25% back. And even though Nyx has the health lead, he is going to take so much more damage as Darkseid if he gets hit.
Tigers could have ended that there with an EX dive kick. The meter for back three. What a read from Emperor Nyx.
Nyx able to make an adjustment there mid-set, got himself out of the corner. Titanium Tigers took the entirety of Nyx's health bar very fast.
If he would have meter burned that dive kick, would have got a forward three, stand three, into the charge. He could have ended it right there. Unfortunate for Titanium Tigers.
Batman. Darkseid.
And Brainiac, a character that we saw a lot of, especially with Perfect Legend and Tigers. I think there was a couple other Brainiacs, but we haven't really seen them that much in season 2 so far. There's a couple, I guess, hidden nerfs that weren't in the notes. There was a couple conversions that Brainiac had that no longer work anymore. So I don't know if that's a big reason for it, but I know that's something that happened. Now Tigers going with Hellboy, and we saw this earlier with Dab versus Nyx.
And this is who got Tigers here. Is Hellboy against the man who was on a roll, and that's Emperor Combat. And Nyx trying to avenge his teammate, his Emperor Brethren. Damage in the corner.
Oh, and a meter burn back three through it.
That's very interesting.
Some huge damage.
Interesting that Tigers goes with this matchup when we saw an absolute epic with Nyx against Hellboy just to get here. Back to full screen we go. Like nice invasion here as Tigers does have a health deficit. And I love that people can just get away with murder with not spending the bar on things that are plus if they do so. It plays a great mind game and can catch people. You're reacting too late, you can catch them off guard, press a button, press it down one or down two. Really good mind games they can play.
Yeah, that I find myself just letting him do that for free, not going with the punish, just because that meter burn at the end of that special is just, it's so damaging, and what he gets off of it is another story as well.
And that, I just saw Tigers do the same thing that Dab did.
Tap your tremendous power. Shove it up your ass.
They blocked an EX knee and reversaled with gunshot, and I've seen it work twice now. And I'm kind of disgusted.
Ooh. And Titanium Tiger is going to answer back, tie it up 1-1.
Hellboy wins.
And I am very very happy that we're seeing as much of Hellboy as we are, because DLC in the first season was not our strong suit.
No, it was not.
Especially
you guys were absolutely trash with every character that came out. You guys couldn't deliver, and you know what? I am disappointed in you.
Darkseid.
Yeah, we got an occasional Red Hood every now and then, but that was pretty much it. We didn't see very many others. Very disappointing,
No, Manta,
especially because we would open.
We haven't seen Raiden one time on War of the Gods. I think
Raiden's not in this game, Aquaman.
he's not even.
Stop thinking Raiden's in this game.
Not even in the game.
All right, Tiger's on the offensive here, pushes Nyx to the corner, and now we may be going to the other side. A nice punish there by Tigers. A back three coming in for some massive damage.
And taking
the
a
reset.
flawless.
Putting me to sleep here.
Full screen. Oh my goodness, not like this. That gunshot, what is going on?
Oh, and the trade. Nick's having none of it. 361. Not huge damage. Oh my God, okay. Not sure the scaling on this one. But Nick's making a lot of good conversions here, but he's got to get rid of Tiger's first health bar. He's got to do it quick. Nice. Nice air to air there by Nix.
Neither man nor God can stop me.
Mixed by Tigers. Hang on this health lead, catching the startup of the teleport.
Enjoy your last moments, worm. Do your worst.
Barely making it through that laser. A lot of active frames on him. Great down two reaction. Ooh, Tigers is playing great tonight.
Yeah, this and he got him on the other side. You thought you were gonna mix me, young man. No, sir.
What are hitboxes? What are active frames? What are hurt boxes? What are matchups? All the answers you will not get tonight on War of the Gods, because even we don't know what any of this crap is.
Hellboy.
Why
push
did
buttons
Wonder
and
Woman's
hope they
sweep
work.
go under a mid and an overhead at the same time?
In the same string.
In the same string.
Hellboy.
Answers we will never have. And
You can't even cancel it into low lightning because it just whiffs completely. Absolutely wasted.
Red Sun Prison.
Dragon,
Wonder Woman,
Dragons has become Black Adam. Do something more mid or overhead, sir.
Here we go. Nix has woken up the beast and brings Hellboy out, giving Tigers a little bit of his own medicine. We saw this against Dab, where he brought out Hellboy against him.
Down two. Not really going to some major damage there. And the gunshot not saving him against his own wake up. Oh my goodness. The Emperor Nix is just going in right now.
And the cross up into a down one. Whiff punishes that down two.
And just
Nix playing very solid.
like with Dab, he just says, screw it. Here's Hellboy right back at you. And he does have an incredibly solid one.
Yes, he does.
Has everything down.
Throwing it off right now. You know, he's got some similar type tools to, probably very familiar with Darkseid. You know, that once he's in the air, is it the low, is it the overhead? He's got some big damage. Oh, and a down one. Special cancels into the shoulder, and a down two by Tigers. Will this combo have the damage? No.
I'm also very curious if Tigers loses this, if we will see Brainiac. You want to talk about air-to-air supremacy? What's going to beat out that dive kick in the air? Absolutely.
Absolutely. One more hit, chip, anything is going to take us to a game number 5. Does Tigers have it in him to make the comeback? No, with the chip damage alone.
Hellboy wins.
I also love that skin he has. Dark, demonic, glowing.
Yeah, that's a pretty sick Hellboy, to be honest. I love when people have just the big, huge horns that just wrap around his head. It's sick. Yeah, Zark.
Zark saying
Yeah.
that Nubcakes is playing pre-patch Batman. It looks like it. He looks as comfortable as he did before.
That's one thing I take from Nubcakes, man, is like the way he plays Batman. He doesn't play everything the same as pre-patch, but he's adjusted.
No,
Ooh,
Tigers is
yeah.
going back.
Tigers going.
That's
tried
his,
and true.
That's his day one bay right there. Is Black Adam. I think I'm gonna go way back in time in my mind, and I'm gonna get this wrong. I think he got 9th in week 1 of War of the Gods, the very first War of the Gods. I think he got like 13th or 9th. He did very well.
I remember the first week he was up there. I don't remember exactly what place, but going back to that, the very last week before the finals, he actually made top 8. a lot of, pulled a lot of upsets that week as we were rearing down to the end of the season.
Oh, and that's what you want to do with Hellboy. You want to stagger, especially if guys kind of know your leap tricks here and there. Just down 2 forward dashes. So you mix it up with raw forward 2s. You can throw in some lows in there with a 4-2 low cancel. Stay in their face. A lot of mind games you can play with Hellboy.
Yeah, you see Nyx, really, he'll do the leaps, he'll cancel, he'll come in with the jump or a normal, or the ground pound or a normal. He mixes it up really well. And oh my God, the air dash. Crosses Tigers up, taking this damage now.
Corner you go, and waking up with the leap, getting out of there for free. Cashing in that card. But still taking the first bar valve here is Tigers. Ooh, a lot of health gone on it there. Where's that sword been this entire time? It's magic, that's what.
Tigers with the push block wants to keep that little bit of health he had left. And tries to punish the black magic with that revolver. Not sure if it's a straight punish or not, but it is quick enough to check him pushing anything afterwards.
Nyx.
And we're getting some damage.
Feel Condoc's wrath. Shove it up your ass.
For being on the verge of being double eliminated now by Hellboy. He said, screw this, I'm picking him. I'm sick of this crap.
I mean, sometimes that's just what you got to do. You get tired of Catwoman, just pick Catwoman then.
Barely.
Give her a taste of her own medicine.
Barely getting out of that air throw. Okay. A lot of health gone. Has to hold wake up gunshot. Ooh, I had a feeling that bad boy was coming. Oh, this is a bad situation.
Yeah.
And just like that, Nyx, with Hellboy, sick of losing to him, is going to make it in the top 8. This man has demons with every character he plays.
This man, Emperor Nyx, like you said, man, just got tired of dealing with Hellboy. Said, you know what, I'm going to give it back to you. To kind of change the face of their brand, and so now they are known as Coalition.
I
Hara.
think Revit Leafing picked Wonder Woman for the counter pick on Flash. And
Suspect.
I don't know what's going on. That's just
Really?
That's just a guess.
I don't. Okay, we'll find out.
They did this in MK. They played each other's characters in Mortal Kombat, and very well.
We'll just ignore it. See what happens here. Honeybee with the down 1 into the frost breath. Nice conversion there. 319. Got a little bit of meter there. Ooh, and a very deep jump in to continue the juggle. Powerbomb off the top rope. Back dashes backwards air dash knew that wake up was coming.
Rev it down. A huge health deficit. Has a great position though into the corner. If you're just on a raw back 2, would have got some big damage there. Into the low.
Ooh, and knew he wasn't going to be able to convert off of that. Knew it wasn't going to freeze, but it's going to have a little bit of block stun. Goes in for the throw. Good stuff by Honeybee so far.
A sexy parry though by Revit. Yungmonster, take notes.
Yungmonster, watch Yungmonster right now.
To actually get a parry on a trait laser by Supergirl, that's ridiculous.
And here we go. We saw a lot of this earlier by Honeybee. Just building meter full screen. A nice punish. Ooh, and cashes out some bigger damage than before. Good awareness there by Honeybee and a whip punish.
The crack. Gosh, NRS, you guys designed him so well. It looks like he could be in the game.
We said that in the first season. Honeybee going up 1 game, 1-0.
Supergirl wins.
Will Revit switch to Cheetah? Which that Cheetah in his his profile card there is actually really sick. That long hair. I kind of wish she had that, you know, in this game.
He said,
Well, she does,
but
it's not like, it's not out there.
He said, I don't know about that, coach. Going right to Cheetah here.
Approaching Metropolis.
And
He said, you know what? Revit, I can't do this. Here you go. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Young saying that mess was not him. Mess.
Begin.
Key word there. Shots fired. Will Revit take this and try to
Nice confirm there.
try to continue his run? His brother having a fantastic week, trying to join him there in top 8. Has been eluding them. They've been getting 9th place an awful lot.
Yeah, Yungmonster has already solidified himself in the top 8. See if Revit Leaping can do the same. And got a cross up on that pounce. And just look at this damage. 574. And Honeybee with the swaggy stuff. Background bounces on deck.
Ooh, and off to a good start here.
Nice.
Is Revit Leafing. That 1-1 was definitely a little bit suspect. And what a punish! Full screen by Revit. That was sexy.
I'm not sure what Honeybee was going for with the full screen forward 3, but Revit able to capitalize on that situation, and we're not even done yet. Holy 500 damage. Traits up. This is where the big damage comes in. Honeybee pretty much going to make this trait useless. Oh, no!
Don't tug on my cape. I'll flay you for the goddess.
Honeybee always saving one. He's got a big health deficit to try to overcome right now. Ate a lot of plus frames there. Revit loves playing the mind games of backdashing, pouncing, backdashing, pouncing. Ooh, gotta go trade there. Trying to come in. And oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Oh no, there's one thing, the drop kick
Oh,
off
he
the
still got
string.
it.
Oh my goodness, what a drop kick there. By Revit Leafing, tying us up at 1-1. I'm not even too sure if he'll go flash in this. Cheetah can just kind of run wild in that one, I believe, too, as well.
The Flash.
Oh, go straight to him. Lied right to your guys' face. I generally lie to you guys 98% of the time, but you only call me out on it like 15% of the time. So, it's really your fault for letting me get away with it.
Fortress of Solitude.
Basic math, man. I mean, even in game. If you don't punish me for it, I'm just going to keep doing it, so.
Absolutely.
All right, finally we get to see the Flash in action. Both of these guys finally picking their main characters for a situation to get into top 8 this week.
And this is water polo Cheetah right here. Looking like she's about to enter the Olympics.
She barely has anything on. Revit, why do you even have this loadout? Bare bones as it gets.
Ooh, what a conversion into trait. That was disgusting. Oh my goodness. Honeybee's health bar is gone.
Your flesh will taste sweet.
And I agree with Silver Eye. Please go, Vixen. That skin is hype. Okay, Honeybee trying to get something going now. Oh no! Crosses up the wake up. Revit leaping on a tear, barely taking any damage this entire set.
Oh, and it keeps adding on here. Has another bar, can do it again.
One more mixed up and Honeybee is dead and down 2-0, or 2-1, I'm sorry. Revit leafing up 2-1.
Cheetah wins.
And Honeybee was not able to get hardly anything going. That didn't look too good for Flash.
I checked my
but he's
Twitter.
Going back to it.
I checked my Twitter and the man was dead. But you know what? The Flash had it coming because he does the same crap to everybody else. Get mixed.
That's true.
Barry Allen.
That's true.
Let's see if Honeybee can send us to a game number 5. Not biased whatsoever. Against the Flash.
Begin.
We all know how much you love
Only
the
a little
Flash.
bit.
All right, Honeybee. All these running man stances. Revit leaping with the patience.
We're trying to jump instead of backdash. Honeybee will wake up down 1. There's some damage. More than he got in the entire last game.
A wake up by Revit Leafing, not wanting to deal with any of those Oki setups. A lot of meter build here by Honeybee. Revit Leafing scouting it out, able to capitalize. 417 damage. Mix incoming. Oh, and that's a full punish. Oh, misses those last two hits, which are crucial.
Oh,
my
there
God.
we go.
Sniped him out of the air.
Honeybee bringing himself back to life.
And it looked like Leafing actually crossed him up, but got hit by that special from Honeybee and actually got himself put back in the corner. That was kind of an interesting turn of events there. Honeybee building some meter, running man stances and phases. Gets hit by the sweep.
Does have a
Oh
super.
my God, so instant.
And that has a 100% hit rate on War of the Gods, and it continues.
On the sweep, Honeybee not watching his feet. The sweep again tries to break the forward 3 meter burn.
And there it is.
Wait a minute.
Revit.
Revit Leafing. Oh my God.
3. Oh, after coming off of Wonder Woman. And into top 8, Revit Leafing goes.
Both of the brothers are in top 8.